Now, we have the man of the hour, our star tonight, Mr. Hasan Piker.
Oh, boy.
I think we've all come to an agreement that Hasan is one of the most attractive men on the platform. Yeah. So much so, he turned me into a gay man named Austin. I didn't write this. For someone as tall, attractive, and intelligent as you are, I'm glad there's at least some poetic justice in the world that God gave you that stupid fucking laugh. What the fuck? At this point, I would tell you all to give this man a round of applause, but I think we can all agree he has probably had the clap enough already. Give it up for Hasan Piker!
Okay. Hold on.
God, you're fucking huge.
All right. Do I have to pull this up, or what are we gonna do here?
No,
okay, hold on.
You're good.
I'm a little nervous because everybody had incredible performances leading up to this moment, except for Jake. So I'm just kidding. I don't know why I said that. Jake was great. I don't know why I said that. I did actually have a hard time writing this, especially because like I've roasted half the people in here already. But you know, Austin, repeat content. This is normal. All right. So I want to start off by saying thank you, Austin, and thank you everyone who showed up today. While normally someone would use this opportunity to fire shots back at everyone who has been talking shit for the past couple hours, but honestly, I'm going to pull a page from the Steven Crowder's book and bring up how you're all too irrelevant for me to even waste my time on. That's a political joke that one of his writers wrote, for the record. I didn't write political jokes. I'm just going to put that out there. Okay. Unfortunately, I took a page out of Austin's book today, and I'm very unprepared, as I already mentioned. But then again, no matter how little I prep, it's not like it was going to be as bad as Miskiff's performance. Yeah. And I don't mean in bed. He's bad at that too, though. His dick doesn't work. Okay. Sorry. Of course, I think my time would be better spent using this platform to address some of the real hard-hitting issues affecting not just the people of our country, but people all around the world. I'm just fucking with you guys. Let's just do this, okay? Obviously, I don't do that. All right. With it being Pride Month, the end of Pride Month, I think it's only right we begin with addressing Austin here. Since in true Pride fashion, our resident gay has partnered up with Cash App. Yeah. Nothing speaks to the acceptance of marginalized gay youth like Cash App. Use your Cash App. Okay.
It's true. It's true. Exclamation point Cash App.
Yeah. It's awesome to see how progressive and accepting America's gotten over the years when it comes to LGBTQ plus rights. But when I see how horny Austin publicly gets now, I sometimes think maybe it's not so awesome. Maybe we shouldn't be as accepting. Austin, I do want to say the show is a lot better than your lover host show. I couldn't have been the only one getting tired of seeing the same 5 girls compete over teenage Minecraft stars. Just kidding. The Minecraft audience will literally eat any slop you feed them. Okay?
Oh my God.
I mean, they watch Jay Schlatt after all. Okay? Yeah. Well, when he streams. Which, of course, speaking of never streaming, Austin. At first, I always... Only you clapped at that.
Nobody else clapped. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. At first, Austin knows all about never streaming, right? And at first, I always encouraged him to do more, but now I realize the more Austin streams just means I have to stream for him. So I'm here to take back my original request. Austin, please stream less, okay? Speaking of people who should stream less, Cutie Cinderella's here. Okay. Oh, crazy Cutie Cinderella. I got some bad news. your career as the designated crazy lady on the platform is in jeopardy. Trisha Paytas said she's coming onto the platform. So you're fucked. But hey, if all else fails, you can get in a hot tub and try that out for a spin. You know, at least that way you won't be having sex with the guy giving you all your views for once. Listen, I had to go for low blows. I already roasted Cutie Cinderella a bunch, so it's just like I'm trying out new material. It's gonna get real sexist. Okay? Cutie does have something in common with the actual Cinderella. Cinderella scrubbed the floors, and Cutie gets viewers from Ludwig. Both of their knees hurt. That's it. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna pass on the last joke. All right, let's just get to. That wasn't mine. Okay, let's get to our next roast recipient, Will Neff. Yeah. You guys already know this. Will's my best friend. You know, that speaks for itself. I'm sorry for that, brother, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Now, Will, I always thought that you would be better off.
Look at the lake.
Well, I always thought you would be better off as the funny fat friend. Then I saw how your face looked this past week, and I quickly realized I was terribly wrong. My God. Okay. On a serious note, congratulations to Will on joining G4. Congratulations. Good job. I'm not sure what it is with your obsession with trying to join groups that are struggling to survive. You tried BuzzFeed, then you attempted to work for SNL, and now G4. What are you going to do? Are you going to hit up Bobby Lee to bring back Mad TV? I mean, there was another thing, like, it was Venn, and as soon as I heard Will was joining Venn, I was like, all right, the platform's going to shit. It's going to crash and burn. But listen. As a failed comic, you, of course, did the one thing everyone in your shoes would do. Create a podcast with your more successful friend.
Yeah.
And speaking, of course, of creating podcasts with your most successful friend, that brings me to my next roast recipient, Stavros Halkias. None of you know who he is, but
That joke could have gone two ways, by the way.
yeah. Fair. Stavros is one of the hosts of a podcast called Come Town, for those of you who don't know. The favorite podcast for homeschooled school shooters.
Oh my God.
Sorry. It's true. Listen, at least they're minimizing damage. Okay. Many of you don't know who Stavros is, and that's probably a good thing. Okay. But since most of you don't know who Stavros is, I'll just give you some facts about him. Stavros is Greek, and of course, he's really proud of his Greek heritage. He's so proud, in fact, he's trying his whole life to look like one of the Greek islands. That was poor delivery on my part. Sorry. It's a much lighter joke. That's not mine. It's a much lighter joke than what I would normally say, but I'm worried it'd be worse than what my people did to his. Then again, probably not. Absolutely nothing is worse than what Stavros has done to himself. As a Turkish man, though, I do personally love the visibility he offers to the world about what Greeks actually look like, contrary to the Adonis statues that you see. It's got to eat away at Stav every day, knowing that Lizzo made a multi-million-dollar brand out of giving up. Meanwhile, Stavros is still testing his material at Applebee's open mic night. Or something worse than Applebee's open mic night, the Austin show.
Oh. What? I thought you were done with me.
I'm sorry. No.
The fuck?
But it's all good, brother. Keep spending hours honing your craft and perfecting these best lines you can come up with. After all, it must be hard for you to realize that we all have more viewers in our offline chat than Stavros will ever have at his shows. But in all honesty, Stavros does great work promoting body positivity. Who knew he could be so inspiring when the most positive thing about his body was the diabetes test? But really, Stavros, you're a great friend and an even better person. I'm just sorry you couldn't make it in person here today. I tried hard to get Austin to host the show in a building, but unfortunately there was none he could find that was within 100 feet of a school.
Where the fuck did these jokes come from?
Okay. Anyway, you can find Stavros cackling like a hyena on Cumtown, a podcast exclusively for white teens who want to say the N-word, which is of course Rice Gum's audience as well. Unfortunately, Rice Gum could not be here. I do have some roast for him, but speaking of Cumtown, Sasha Grey is here. It's hard. It's hard to roast Sasha Grey. It really is. I swear. I have no joke. I mean, honestly. Sasha is known for a number of things, from music to writing to her podcasts and now streaming. And who could forget her acting? Now, as a big fan of yours, as big as a fan of yours as I am, I cannot stand here and lie to you and say that everything you've done has been a work of art. I'm going to be honest. In fact, some of them are downright terrible. I'm honestly not sure which is more embarrassing. The fact that you did the Seinfeld porn parody or that you were on Entourage. I think it's safe to say that Entourage was more damaging to the image of women than any number of crazy sex work things that has ever happened and ever could be happening. I mean, serious. At this point, I have an easier time explaining I'm watching porn to people than Entourage. Like, it's the one thing I would switch to if someone walked in on me watching. Sasha is a legend in her field, and I'm truly honored to stand by her today. She's a living, breathing testament that you don't have to be in a hot tub to succeed on Twitch. You just have to do a fuckload more beforehand, and then, Anyway, speaking of hot tub streamers, we got Jake and Bake here. I'm excited. I guess they told you that like a bunch of big streamers were going to be here and we're going to do an IRL stream. They lured you in here. Yeah. Okay. Jake and Bake, I think you would have done well on Miskiv's roast. You both could have bonded over your receding hairlines and using your girlfriend in your YouTube thumbnails. Yeah. I've been really enjoying the car streams recently. I do worry about your driving sometimes, though. You drive a little too fast from time to time. I'm pretty sure a car wreck is probably a violation of the terms of service, but you don't have to worry about that since no one will be watching to report it. There's the old phrase, you can't look away from a car crash. Unless it's on Jake's stream, then it's easy to not watch it. I love how when Austin came out, people couldn't believe it. It's actually the same reaction people have when Jake claims he's straight. But look, all jokes aside, look, I'm actually proud of Jake. Jake follows the time-honored tradition of white people who failed to colonize China and settled at stealing their women.
Oh my God.
My man took some...
Oh my God.
My man took semester at sea and turned it into his personality and brand. I feel like Jake is our own Ollie London. For those of you who don't know, Ollie London is that famous British reality TV star. You know what I'm talking about. No, this is like half of your content is like watching reality TV. But instead of getting plastic surgery to look Korean and call himself Jimin, he settled for a Ricer, his Honda Civic Type R, and an anime mute. Somehow the only thing worse than a weeb is like what you do.
Really got that.
You gotta fight. You can't just
Give it up for Jake.
Yeah.
punch him in his nuts right now. No one's gonna say shit.
Also, since we're talking about Asian jokes, let's move on to the biggest one, Rice Gum. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today because he's hiding from the FBI for selling shitty cryptocurrencies. Look, I hate victim blaming, but after his 11th scam, if you still buy Rice Gum shit, you kind of deserve it. Okay? Like, what are you doing? Also, victim blaming would be the 10th worst thing Rice Gum has ever done. Not. That's all I got. I got more stuff about Rice Gum, but I'm just gonna pass by it because it's just maybe a little too brutal. Anyway, Yasuo is here. We're very excited. I asked Austin over and over again, please get Courage or Valkyrie, and unfortunately, all he could get was fucking Yasuo. Now, what are you gonna do? Yasuo's real name is Muhammad, for those of you who don't know, and I assume he named himself after a League of Legends character to appear less threatening, because, Muhammad is a little scary of a name for Americans. Little does he know, League of Legends is responsible for way more terror than guys named Muhammad. Yasuo, if you're going to name yourself after any character, you should have gone with Mickey Mouse for that annoying-ass voice you had. God damn. Okay. Sorry. I want to see what would happen if we made you huff helium, but I feel like the frequency would be so high-pitched only dogs would be able to hear it. Anyway, Muhammad, you are one of the people I had the fortune of seeing grow. And I mean that literally. Like he grew in size when I met him. Because when I first met him, he was 18 years old and about a foot shorter than he is now. His voice didn't change, surprisingly. But that's besides the point. And then I hung out with you again when you were 20 years old. And you joined an esports org and it was awesome. And now you're 21 and completely addicted to gambling. There's more to that joke. Hold on. Imagine going from a life-ending addiction like League to online gambling. At this rate, next year, Yasuo will be streaming heroin. Mo, I tried to do some research on you to come up with a clever joke, but every time I looked up your name, it pulled up more references to Tyler 1 than when I Googled E-Rob. Yeah. Look, all jokes aside, I love Yasuo because he too is a disappointment to his Muslim parents. But speaking of parental disappointments, Candyland. Yeah. Oh, Candyland. I wanted to write something original about Candyland, and it's basically impossible. Her entire existence is one big blonde bimbo joke. It's so hacky. It's just oh, you have big tits, you're blonde, you're stupid. It's just all done before, right? But that won't stop me from trying, though. Unlike Candyland, who gave up trying the moment she realized she could just be hot and people will give her money. If I... Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's not even a joke.
Okay.
Candyland is watching the roast, by the way. Everybody wave to Candyland. Hi, Candy.
It's all good. She won't understand the jokes. If I go any harder on Candyland, people will cancel me for being ableist.
Oh, no!
I think I had to put in more work to hook up with Candyland in Super Seducer 3 than I would have to have in real life. Your acting in that game was so bad, I thought it was something directed by Sasha. Candy, I do appreciate that you're here, though. You took the time out and you recorded that video today. I heard you mentioning that it took 2 hours to record. An hour and 45 minutes of that was just trying to find the record button. But despite us both being bilingual, people continuously doubt our intelligence based on how hot we are. They call us himbo and bimbo, and it's totally unfair. However, after seeing the video you made today, I can somewhat see where they get the ideas from. That was not a joke that I wrote, by the way. Because I'm going to be honest with you, when Candyland is reading a script, which I was shocked by, that she's capable of reading, she sounded very good. So good job. All right, well, that's it. I think that pretty much wraps it up. You know, Austin, thank you for having me on today. I missed a couple of the ad breaks, so, you know, you'll PayPal me later for that. Or fucking Cash App me later today. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. This was a wonderful experience.
Give it up for Hasan. Give it up for Hasan. Nice job. Nice job, Hasan. Nice job.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today for the Roast of Jake and Bake.
That's fantastic. Get off of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the man of the hour himself, Mr. Hasan Piker. Thank you, Hasan, for putting yourself up to be roasted. And really, let's also give it up for Jake and Bake, who was roasted harder than anybody. Let's give it up for Sasha Grey, everybody. Will Neff, everybody. Mo, everybody. We have our two members of the audience, Ms. Kip and S-Fan. Give it up for them. Noel Miller, absolute legend. Give it up for him. Connor Eats Pants, everybody. Candyland and Stavros, everybody who weren't able to join us in person. And last but not least, she picked host on my lover host, Cutie Cinderella. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. This show has been brought to you by Cash App. Download it today in the App Store or Google Play Store and use code TwitchTV for $10. You can send money between friends, buy stocks, and even invest in Bitcoin. Don't forget to follow them on Twitch. I'm actually going to be streaming on their channel right... What?
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Yeah. Sponsored by Cash App.
I'm going to be streaming on their channel right now, giving away money to random streamers. Twitch.tv/Cash App. Right after this, we're going to raid in. I'd also like to give a big thanks to the 100 Thieves Cash App compound and the production crew. They put this together.
We're in the AT&T Valorant training room.
Yeah, well, we covered up the AT&T logo because it's a violation of my contract. But
we're in the Valorant training room.
Yeah, the Valorant training room. 100 Thieves put this together in 4 days. This was supposed to be remote. We got it together, and I want to thank all of you again for making it possible. Thank you very much. I've had a fantastic, busy, stressful week. This is a great end to it. I'm going to be streaming on Cash App, and I want to thank you guys all for hanging out. That's it from here. Have a wonderful day, everybody. We'll see you over at Cash App. Thank you.